Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early review of the brand new LEGO Marvel Superhero set number 76223. This is the Infinity Saga Nano Gauntlet. It has a total of 675 pieces, and it'll be retailing for $69.99 USD or $89.99 Canadian beginning on August the 1st. Now you can actually go ahead and pre-order this already. You could find some affiliate links down below if you want to do that. And I was sent this early by Lego/Land to do a review for. However, it's not going to be launching until August the 1st. And we're going to do a comparison to the other Gauntlet because I think it's really important to do that. You'll see why as I talk about it in a bit. But this is a beautiful set. I got to say, going into this, I was like, man, we just had the other one. We just built this last year, and I was like, I wasn't really looking forward to building this just because I felt like it was so soon. I would have rather this be like the Eye of Agamotto or something else, like Thor's Hammer, something cool like that we just hadn't gotten so close to the other one. I want this set for sure, just not so close to the other one. However, when I was building it, I was like, man, this is actually, like, it brought back a lot of memories to that one last year. And when I got that whole wave ordering it from Europe, that was actually the standout. From all the Infinity Saga sets, the Gauntlet was my favorite. However, I do have a few problems with this. I don't think it's as clean as the other Gauntlet. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this. So last year, my absolute favorite part of the Gauntlet was the beautiful pearl gold. And that's this here, the pearl silver, this shine is just so cool. Like, look, you can almost see a reflection there. That's how shiny this is, and it's just incredible. Like, the amount of pieces, I believe, recolored here for the first time in silver is just so cool. Like, look at that piece there, that angular piece. Like, it is something really awesome. I love dark red. I love some of the parts in the build here for this. This part here is my favorite. It would have been so cool if these, like, wheel wells were actually in silver. It does look so cool here in just light gray. It sort of contrasts and adds a bit to this. You can see they did the same sort of thing here. I don't think it's on purpose. I think they just ran out of, like, the budget of recoloring certain parts and things like that. Even here on the bottom, you could see it's actually light gray versus silver, but it's really incredible. It even continues on over here onto this side, and you could see inside, unfortunately, those ingots and things like that, those aren't silver either, and same with underneath there. So there's a few spots that they cheated where it should have been silver, where they did gray, but honestly, like, you can't really notice, and I think the rest of it sort of distracts from that. Now, here's my favorite again. Like I was saying, you can actually remove the Mind Stone there, and I love the inside there. That looks so neat. Again, you can remove the stones from the other Gauntlet. We'll talk about that in a bit, but like, you can remove the Time Stone. But here's where things get a little more complicated because they're all sort of built in, and it's holding in like these little satchels in gold, which looks great. It's just you can't really remove just the stones without it all falling apart. See how that's all built there, which is a bit of a shame, but I still think it's really cool how they built that. Like, I love how that's like the roller skate piece and it's holding the satchel there. It's neat, and how it almost goes up here to the top. I really like that. So here I want to talk about the part that I don't like. And when you want to do the snap, that's the most iconic thing, right? So I'm going to try and angle this here. So what you do is you have to move this finger here and point it down, and then you have to move the thumb. It doesn't reach, and I find that so annoying to me that they can't reach each other. It's only if you, like, really bend that down, and it's so frustrating to me that that is not possible. Like, you really have to bend it all the way there, and they still can't touch, and I think that that's such an oversight here. I've double checked, I built this correctly. They cannot touch, versus the other one, which we'll see in a second, they can, and I find that annoying. I think that if this was just a little bit longer, the thumb, it would definitely be able to touch. Like, let me just show you, extend it out by one. You could see there that they are able to at least touch. And I think that that just adds a lot to that. I've even double checked here the instructions just to make sure that, like, the hinge is actually going on to the right one there. And you could see from the build, it's the exact one stud in between the gap there. So it is correct. It's just, like, I've tried bending it, and there we go. If I push down real hard, they can snap, but it's not bending that way, this finger here. Like, I really have to lean it that way, so not a fan. This part here, it goes over this little ledge, I guess, and that's fine. And the thumb has some good articulation. I just think if it was just a little longer, it would work. This part is a little bit loose as well. This is a display piece, so it gets the job done. It doesn't really matter. It's loose because of just like the building technique that they used here for the side, which is fine. Again, it's a display piece. You're not really meant to play with this 18 plus set, but you are able to, of course, just maneuver all the fingers, and it does feel very weird, again, like that other one, but yeah, really cool that you are able to bend all the fingers like this. Like, the ideas behind these sets are just very, very unique, and I love that. And you can make a fist as well. Like, it almost touches there, so yeah. And here is the little plaque included, the Infinity Saga logo there with the Nano Gauntlet. Really awesome. This is what underneath looks like of the base, and then you could also see what the gauntlet looks like under there as well. I think maybe that could have been blacked out just to show like it's a hole, but I don't know, you can't really see it from here anyways. I think that that's perfectly fine the way that it is. Also, I just want to talk stats between these two sets. This one here has a total of 590 pieces. Like I said before, this one has 675 pieces. This retails for $69.99 USD, $99.99 Canadian, and this is $69.99 USD and $89.99 Canadian. Don't know what's up with the comparison there, the conversion. Very weird that the set that's the same price in the US has more parts is less expensive. I don't know what's up with that. They need to look into that, I think. And you'll notice a few differences already in terms of even the builds for the different stones. So for the Soul Stone, they've got this like flat tooth piece, a pyramid piece. It's not here for some reason. And everything else is the same except for that. I don't know why they did that. The Time Stone there, exact same build. Same here with the Mind Stone. So I don't know what happened there. So just to show you like the points of the fingers, they're a lot thinner here in comparison to these. Also just how the fingers actually like lock in behind almost these parts here, the knuckles. I think that's really cool on this old one. I think that's really neat. And even just how, I don't know, even when you bend it out a bit, it still feels a lot fuller than here. Like, look at the gaps in between the fingers here versus this. There's something about this, and I don't know what it is, but those gaps in between seem a lot closer together, which I really like. Also, of course, just to show you the snap, you can, of course, actually have them touch. No, do they touch? Yeah, they do. They actually do touch, which is really important, I think, when you're building the set. The rest of it, I don't know, can't really compare because they're completely different builds and everything and designs, you know, just the whole shape of it. And this is just so much more detailed versus this is like detailed on the side. Just for fun, I was like, oh, let me see if I can have them shake hands, right? The thing with that is, unfortunately, you can't have a left and a right hand shake hands. Like, it's just sort of awkward. You can't have a thumb war or something. You need to get the same, exact same build to have you do that. Actually, I guess what you could do is you could have them play rock, paper, scissors, or more importantly here, if I make two fists, you know, they can give a good old fist bump there. Really quickly, with each of the 18 plus helmets and the gauntlet, I like to take a look. We've got the advertisement here actually showing that, talking about that they're working on the paper bags, but you could pause the video here if you want to read Rocket's quote and about the set itself. And then it says here, get ready to bring everyone back there, and that is the designer of the set. Again, as is tradition, we got to look at the box here. Got a black trim there on the bottom, and spinning this around, you can see on the side what that looks like there. They're recreating these different pictures and reference images there on the bottom, like them assembling it, putting the different Infinity Stones onto it, and then they've got a snap, which I'll let you be the judge. Do you think that's touching? I think it looks like it's touching. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the brand new Nano Gauntlet set. I think that, you know, it's a fun addition to our collection of buildable objects for Marvel, just not what I would have picked so close to the other one. Also, I personally like the original Gauntlet better, but I don't know. I still think that, you know, the other one's dark red and it's got some cool silver parts, so what isn't there to like about it? Yeah, really, really glad. Minus the Soul Stone, that the builds are very close and similar as well. I like the consistency there. I don't know what happened with that. I'd love to know why. If you want to, I actually have a playlist looking at a ton of different things with the Sanctum that's also launching on August 1st. You can check that out, linked at the end here. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all